the property had been purchased from Warner Brothers, the 50 acres that NBC had in Burbank, but nothing had been built on it at that time. But the plan was to build studios out there.
Television
studios, yeah.
Separate and apart from the radio facility.
Right.
Yeah. And did you get involved in that?
I did get involved in that. As a matter of fact, one of the first experiences I had at NBC was drawing up what might be called a brief to confront the the highway division of California, because they were planning the freeway out there in Burbank, and their design had the freeway going right through the middle of the NBC property.
That was the 5 freeway, the Golden State Freeway?
Right, which would have destroyed any potential use of that property for NBC. So I had to make a case as to why they shouldn't take our property, condemn it and take it. And, you know, if they did that, NBC would have to move out of Southern California and the whole industry would suffer and so forth.
Were those real threats, or?
They were partially real. We would have had to do something, because we couldn't stay where we were in Hollywood, because we needed more ground to build facilities, and we would have had to look for something else, and who knows where we would have gone. So it wasn't an idle threat. It was, you know, how real it was, I don't know, but it was, in any event, it was real enough for the Highway Commission to move their freeway line. And what they did was they just took an acre off the corner of the property, which didn't interfere with our plans at all. And so we were able to proceed with the construction of the studios out in Burbank.
Did they pay you for that acre?
They paid us for that acre. As a matter of fact, I don't recall what NBC had paid for the original property, because I wasn't there at the time, but the sequence of events was that the Highway Commission people met with John West, who was the head of the West Coast, Dick Graham, who was the head of the legal department at NBC on the West Coast, and myself, Business Affairs, to try to resolve this dilemma. And the three of us said to each other, they're going to offer us absolutely nothing, and we mustn't accept the first offer. We have to just hold tight and see what we can get. So the man from the Highway Commission came in. He said, we've decided not to go through the middle of your property. We just want to take an acre off the end, and we'll give you $100,000 for it, which was a humongous price at that time. And all three of us dove for the pen to try to sign the paper and accepted the offer immediately. So that took care of that problem.